show. Is it a sandwich? If I called a hot dog a sandwich, do you think that you'd be fine with it? If not, then why? Let's bust this wide. Mary, Cari, Kelly, Matt, oh my, is it a sandwich? Well, let's decide.
An astronut, of course. So order up.
Oh my.
Oh, the interwebs. Matt's not here today, friends. It's Kelly Zemnickas running this ship. So Matt left me in charge. Kelly was Googling peanut jokes on the internet. And I don't think I'm disappointed. Mary, Cari, are you impressed with my peanut pun?
Yeah, we're very impressed. We didn't know you had it in you. And
truth be told, we are very conscious of peanut allergies on this show.
Yes.
So last week I was on I was out in the field, as they say in news, and I was getting EpiPens, and then Matt is out in the field today getting EpiPens.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to keep Mary safe during season 8 of Order Up. All of this talk of nuts may result in an anaphylactic shock. So Matt's buying more EpiPens. That's why Matt isn't here, friends. But welcome to Order Up, everybody. I'm your friend and your pal, Kelly Zemnickas. And this season, we are asking a question that I was the one who pitched this question for this season because someone asked it and my brain hurt. The question, of course, is peanut butter a liquid or a solid is the theme of the season. I am right now at my brother's house, so I'm not able to let you know what the results are so far. But every time this gets brought up in a social setting, because I'm in so many of them, nobody really knows how to answer it. Mary and Cari, are your opinions changing as we get into episode 3? Do you any different?
First of all, I want to know why you're in so many social situations in which this question comes up, and I feel like we should stage an intervention to find you better friends. Secondly, I am team solid.
Okay.
I'm still there. I am open. I'm not sort of set in stone. I am open to the liquid camp. But right now I'm still going with team solid. Yeah.
Mary, what about you?
Well, with my rules, I actually am on camp both. Because
Mary, okay.
when it's creamy, I consider that a liquid. And when it's crunchy with peanuts, I consider it a solid. So that, I think this season, because we're so good at math, I think that is a vote for 2. What do you think?
Well, I'm really trying hard to remember what was in my notebook, but I honestly forgot the word toothpaste this morning. So I don't think I'm going to remember how many votes are which, but I feel like playing both sides is fair because I have spent most of my life thinking it was a solid. And then someone asked me that question and I was like, is it a liquid? So listeners, we're going to find out by, 3 episodes from now. We'll have the official total you can take to your next social setting. But before that, Matt has left me with 2 fun food facts centering around peanut butter. So Matt, we're going to use them. Here we go. Fun fact number 1. This goes to the question of the season, really. Okay, so European peanut butter is solid. It apparently has the consistency of refrigerated butter or of fudge.
What?
There you go. In the U.S., peanut butter is more of a thick liquid.
A thickwid.
A thickwid. Fun fact, Thick Liquid was the name of my high school ska band. If you listen to anything I do, friends, I've had about 19 high school ska bands by now. But yeah, our buddy Ben from the A Man and His Sandwich tour from season 1, I ran into him in New York recently, and he said the same thing, that in Australia, peanut butter is a completely different consistency to North American peanut butter.
But how would you eat it? Like, I mean, even if you have super soft, squishy bread here and it's kind of solidy, liquidy, you can still tear the bread. Like, what are you doing with the peanut butter if it's the consistency of refrigerated butter?
Well, it's Australia, so do you stir it?
I don't know.
Get it backwards.
I don't know.
My Irish relatives are very concerned because we keep butter out.
Yeah.
So for us, if you see an Irishman without soft butter, it is cause for some serious family drama. So I'm not sure if that is so smart, Australia. I have a big thumbs down for that. And I don't even eat the stuff. I want to just say for the record, I was able to eat peanuts until I was 27 years old. So I've had peanut butter. I've enjoyed it thoroughly, but it's never been hard as refrigerated butter. I can tell you.
Very interesting. All right. Well, here's fact number 2, friends. Going into a bit of California history with this one. In 1921, there was a Californian named Joseph Rosefield who filed a patent for applying a chemical process called partial hydrogenation. Thank you. I've had a lot of booze today, friends. It's my dad's idea. So what Cari said to peanut butter, a method by which the naturally occurring oil in peanut butter, which is liquid at room temperature, is then converted into an oil that is solid or semi-solid at room temperature, and thus remains blended. The practice has been used to make substitutes for butter and lard like Crisco.
Okay.
He was the first to apply it to peanut butter. This more stable spread could then be shipped across the country, stocked on store shelves, and is basically paved the way for what we know today at a grocery store. So Joseph Rosefield.
Hats off, Joseph.
But that makes sense. I've had a lot of alcohol. I think it's just but anyway, so I guess at one point it was more of one and now it's the other, but whatever. That's the fun. It's the fun about this season, friends. All right. Those are your facts. It is episode 3. It is season 8. It is time to get into more Order Up. All right, Mary, who's our guest today?
Well, Kelly, it's Ava Val, who's a comedian. Ava Val is a multi-talented comedian, musician, and actress from Toronto. Her unique blend of honesty, spontaneity, and playful humor as she shares her transgender journey has captivated audiences across North America, earning her repeat appearances at renowned festivals including Just for Laughs, JFL Toronto, and Vancouver Off JFL, Zoo Fest, the Winnipeg and Halifax Comedy Festivals, amazing, the Arctic Comedy Festival, among others. Ava's talents also landed her a writing role on the 30th season of This Hour Has 22 Minutes. Yes. She's been on CBC, Gem, Crave, and CTV, and Ava's stand-up comedy special, So Brave, premiered in June 2024. Everybody, Ava Val.
I'm so out of breath from like pumping my fist so hard at the intro. This chick is friggin' crazy, man.
Oh, I love it so much. I'm so glad you're here today, Ava. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited. I am fired up about this debate. I really am. Yeah, I was taking notes.
Good. Well, I'm going to hand you over to Cari Haim, who will be asking you 5 extremely sticky food questions. So
yes, I am. And I'm so thrilled to meet you, Ava. I'm sitting at the Comedy Bar right now, and I think I saw you live here at some point, and it was great fun. Was it here that I saw you?
No, it's probably some other trans woman.
No, it was. I've definitely seen you live with Matt. I was with Matt Ardill, our missing co-host, who is out searching for EpiPens, and it was wonderful. So I'm happy to meet you. All right, so I'm glad you've been taking notes because these are very complicated questions, and we're going to start with the basic question: do you even like peanut butter? Why or why not?
I love peanut butter. I love it. It's so great as a snack.
Mm-hmm.
I just love it just regular on toast, not crunchy, by the way. I love creamy, extra smooth, extra creamy. I need it to just and I need it to be on a hot piece of toast so that it like melts even a little bit, so it gets really buttery and drippy.
Oh, it's so good. Now I'm hungry.
Love peanut butter. I have it with celery. It's
Do you ever do apples with peanut butter?
I do apples with peanut butter.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Of course.
Oh, it's delicious. It's a good snack. It's a good snack.
Yeah.
All right. So question 2. So peanut butter, as you know, peanut butter is mostly banned in schools these days due to some allergies. What food do you wish had been banned when you were a student in school?
I mean, I went to school in Whitby, Ontario,
Woo-hoo.
which is also referred to commonly as White Bee.
Yes.
So, if anything,
what did you say?
White Bee.
White bee.
So, if anything, my cafeterias and lunchrooms could have used a little bit more diversity. So, I would like to go in the opposite direction with this question and say that our school should have made it mandatory to bring in a curry every once in a while. You know?
Nice. Okay. Fair enough. Did your school at least have meat patties? Because beef patties, we used to have those. Did you have those or no?
If we did, I don't remember it.
Yeah.
I was poutine.
Very white. Okay.
Yeah.
Where did you go to school that they had beef patties?
Me? I went to school in North York, Ontario. Thank you very much. And it was the 80s, the mid 80s, and we had beef patties. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I don't want to brag. So, Ava, you answered this question. It's about crunchy or smooth. You've told us you don't like the crunchy and you prefer the smooth. But what I'm wondering is, because the question is crunchy or smooth, we know the answer. But what is it about the crunchy that you dislike so much?
If I'm having, say, peanut butter on toast, I just prefer the crunch factor to be localized in the bread. You know? I don't need a multi-crunch experience. You know, it's if you have any kind of I am scanning my brain for any kind of food that has some crunch in it, and only one thing should have crunch. You know,
which
like
is
you have a Crunchwrap Supreme. There's only one crunchy layer in there.
Oh, I see. There's okay.
You have nachos. The nachos are crunchy, and everything else is like you can bite into it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
One crunch per meal.
That is an amazing rule. I like that.
Mary loves food rules. Mary has a lot of rules around her food. This is a good one. Only one crunch item per meal. I think multiple crunch item was another ska band that Kelly had. Awesome. That's such a great answer. I love that answer. Okay, this is kind of a crazy question, so I want you to open your mind. So here are your 2 options. If you had one of these 2 as an option, which one would you choose? A peanut butter pickle sandwich or a peanut butter and sriracha sandwich?
Oh,
I know.
Okay. Are you asking this question as a lesser of 2 evils? Because I would try both.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Fair enough.
I'm an adventurous eater, so I would gladly try all 3. Throw some sriracha on my pickle and peanut butter sandwich. Let's try that.
A combo.
I like
that. But I will say, okay, my answer is going to be the peanut butter sriracha because I don't have pickles in my fridge, and when this is done, I'm going to actually go and try that.
Please let us know how it goes. But I also think maybe the peanut butter pickle thing would be problematic because pickles are crunchy and but you don't, no, never mind. I was going to say because you're okay because the sandwich would be soft and the peanut butter would be soft.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're okay. I was getting worried. Okay.
I would wrap a soft piece of bread around the pickle with peanut butter on it, like a pickly peanut buttery hot dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a peanut butter sub almost.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this.
I
wish you what?
I have a sub A question here. You know when you're doing ordering? I do. I'm going to ask you this question, and it's popular here in America. Would you, and it can be an Impossible Burger as well, would you put peanut butter on a burger?
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm an adventurous eater. Bring it on. Let's go.
You would do that, Kelly?
Oh, I would do that in a second. Yeah. Okay. I'm with Ava. Yeah, I would do that.
It is the scientific method to experiment with everything and don't rule anything out. And I fancy myself a scientist of cuisine. So I will try everything. And if I don't like it, I will rule it out of my experiments henceforth.
So here on Order Up, we don't only talk, we learn as well. It's an educational program too. And Ava Val is our food scientist, and I love that. And this is the final question. This is the question that everything is hinging on, so no pressure. And this may be science related. Is peanut butter a liquid or a solid?
Oh, okay. I was getting real fired up about this one. These are the notes that I took.
Okay.
So, first of all, I'm going to say, I'm sorry, Mary, but this debate has no room for fence sitters. None.
Oh.
None. Pick a side. The country has never been more divided.
She's got no cards. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I am team solid 100% all the way for the 3 following reasons.
Oh my. Okay.
Number 1, try to suck peanut butter out of a straw. You can't. And I have a lot of experience. Number two. One time, my roommate bought this like organic, I don't know if it was like almond butter or whatever, I don't know, some fancy peanut butter. And he left it out for long enough that it separated, like the oil separated from the rest. And so my theory based on that, it was like, what the fuck are you doing? Oil, get back in there. You can't, if you separate the two, the essence of peanut butter is still in the solid form and not the oil form. You can still have one without the other. So at its core, the solid is the peanut butter part. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
Yeah. This is very good. Yeah.
Lastly, to prove that it is a solid, you can form it into a peanut butter snowball and throw it at someone, preferably people who sit on the fence about this debate.
And I'm allergic. Thanks, dead. I love that.
Wow. I think, first of all, I wish people, our listeners, could see our faces when Ava took out her note card. We're like, real science is happening here, people. This is not off the top of her head. She's very smart, and she came up with answers. And now I'm less I was never on the fence. I'm solid, team solid, but I'm willing to be open. But now I'm actually more closed. I'm more on this because Ava's now kind of like that whole oil separating thing. That was a big piece for me now.
Yeah, no, this is compelling and just good. I'd say for our guests to come up on this season, bring notes. I feel like Ava just stepped up the guest game. Have proof.
Yeah, scientific method, baby. We need to hold ourselves to a higher standard.
Absolutely. Well, had I been prepared, I would have brought my notes from episodes 1 or 2. I have no idea where the tallies are so far, but I can tell you I've had 2 glasses of champagne. Fine, everyone. Fine. It's a miracle. I got this room open. Really. But I don't know where we are in the standing, but Ava is adding to Team Solid.
Yes.
Which is pretty solid. I'd say that's solid reasoning. I'm curious, Ava, when you're doing shows, do you have any food things in like your rider things you have to have in the green room before a show?
Oh man. If they allow me a rider, it's usually just chips. I'm like, toss me some snacks. I love Doritos.
Oh, yum.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But also, hey, if I can go nuts on the rider, I'm also like, give me some healthy stuff, like some celery and something nice and healthy to munch on backstage, some carrots or something.
Yeah. No, I remember when you came and did my YouTube show, It'll Be Fine. We went very healthy for the snacks. I remember that. But I think you need to come back and we make like crazy sriracha and peanut butter sandwich.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Let's make creamy sriracha pickle peanut butter balls. Like snowballs.
I would be game. I would. Mary's making a face, but I would try that.
Well, because Mary would kill Mary, but for the rest of the people.
Here's the thing. I have been on the search for a peanut butter substitute, and I thought I found it with sunflower seed butter. And guess what? Now I'm allergic to seeds. So I can't even do that. So I can have jam and 2 pieces of bread and go, I'm having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm having a peanut butter. It's sad. It's very sad. My life
I'm
is
sorry.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Listen,
that's tragic.
That's one question for those of us who can consume peanut butter. Ava or even Cari, are we brand loyalists? Like, do we go with Kraft all the time or Jif or any brand loyalty here for when it comes to your peanut butter?
I wouldn't call it loyalty as much as just I'm a creature of habit, and Kraft Extra Creamy is the one I love, and that's the one I just default to.
I tend to buy the same one. My son, who has a really sort of limited diet because of like food like issues, like he doesn't like a lot of things. Peanut butter is one of his only proteins, so I buy like this giant Costco size peanut butter when I go to Costco. So that's the one. But when the last time I was in the States, I found Jif peanut butter in the little self-serve containers. And sometimes I bought a box of those because if I'm not home or whatever, it's a really easy snack for him to deal with on his own. He doesn't have to like start scooping, and it's cleaner and he can just zip it open. So that's kind of fun. And it's yummy, still yummy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What about you, Kelly?
I'm just about to cough. So
okay.
So I'll cover the cough and say that Kraft is only available in Canada and has to be imported to the U.S. We do not have it organically. See what I did there?
Oh, wow. I love the Kraft Bears.
Yeah, they're cute.
And then there's a brand of peanut butter. I think it's only in the States, but there's a peanut on top.
Justin?
I don't know.
Planters? I don't know. Does Planters have peanut butter, or is it just nuts?
No, there was a peanut butter brand I remember seeing in the States.
Skippy. Was it Skippy?
Not on top?
I don't know. I used to see the commercials when I was a kid, and I thought it was better because it was American.
Someone listening just put into our Instagram comments, what is Kelly thinking of?
I will say, I mean, this is kind of off topic, but last year at the Pride Parade, Kraft had a float with the 2 bears on it. And my entire life, I had thought the bears were like brothers, siblings.
No.
Now I'm on this conspiracy rabbit hole where I'm like, have they been married men this whole time?
Well, it's like Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street, right? It's like, are they roommates? Are they lovers? We don't know.
Exactly.
That's hilarious. I didn't know they had that float. That's so cute.
That's so awesome. I love that. Yeah, I'm Team Kraft. I like Kraft. And I mean, I do like enjoy the alternatives of, like the sunflower butter or the almond butter, but I like my traditional peanut butter. Same. Mary grew into a nut allergy. I grew out of it.
Oh.
So I spent my formative years, just stranger danger with peanut butter. And then I think it was like once I hit 30, if anyone was Facebook friends with me at the time, my statuses were just, have you had almonds? These are amazing.
That's funny.
So have they banned peanut butter at school?
So I work at schools. I'm a school teacher. During the day, they can't officially ban it, but all the schools are supposed to be peanut safe or peanut aware. We really especially in the kindergartens, teachers and education workers are looking for peanut things and removing them. So some people will send like a Nutella sandwich and then have to tell the parents, because some parents aren't aware that it's actually made with nuts, even though nut is right in the name. They just think it's chocolate. So yeah, you do have to be really careful. There's so many allergies. Yeah.
LUSD is nut free, but the charter schools are not. So I do send my son with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every day. And is that bad parenting? I don't know. Maybe.
It's terrorism.
I remember back when I was younger and I would go on dates and I'd have to very casually ask guys, have you had any nuts today? Because like if there was any kissing, I would go into anaphylactic shock. But then I also didn't want to assume there would be kissing. It was so stressful.
That is stressful.
Yeah.
Oh, how awkward.
I remember one time I was on a date and there had been some kissing.
Oh my, okay.
And then the rest of the evening, my date just was staring at me so intently. And at one point I was like, what is going on? Like, are you high? Like, what is wrong with you? And he goes, no, I just remembered I had nuts earlier and I just want you to die.
Good. Good, I guess.
Die, but I did dump him.
Well, I'm glad you outgrew your allergy. Because now you can just kiss whoever.
That's what I do. I just kiss whoever.
Everyone needs a hobby, Kelly.
Exactly.
Have you had macadamia nuts today? Well, I'm in.
Come here, lover boy.
Oh my goodness, Ava, are you a big snacker before a set, or do you wait till after? Like personally, I'm too nervous for food.
No, I never really had a thing about like nerves and food before a set. In fact, I kind of have, I guess, tricked my brain into like my approach to stand up is the more naturally I can transition from the green room, from like being a regular person in life to the stage, the better it'll work out, because you're just going to be in your natural comfort zone. You're just going to be organic. You're going to be yourself. So if that includes like having a belly full of food, I'll make sure I'm covered that way. You know, like the less nervous I can be on stage, the better it works out. And that would include just like keeping up a routine of normalcy. And that's, that includes snacking or eating before I go up, and
love that
chit-chatting backstage like I would with friends, and
I like that. That is an approach to stand-up that you have. I'm checking my Fitbit and seeing my heart rate shoot through the roof. But then the moment I hit the stage, even Steven.
Right.
But it's like, it was, it's just, be more like Ava, listeners. This is very...
We're going to have let's get some t-shirts.
I saw it in real time. I saw Kelly in real time with some nerves. I did. When we did a set together, and she didn't know that they didn't tell her she was hosting. And
well, that's a good reason to be nervous, though.
And you handled it beautifully.
Yeah. I thought it was great. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, friends.
That's such a bummer. Like coming to a show thinking that you're doing a set and then getting burdened with having to MC.
Yes.
Like, whatever. Stand-up is fun no matter what you do. But, like, MC is more work than everything else.
Yes. Yeah, because you've got to bump up the room. You have to get the party started. You don't want that first comic to go up and have to give. I mean, we've all been in those situations, of course, where someone has basically handed us an empty plate and said, "Do you throw this out?" Okay, sure. We've all done those shows, but it's true. Like, I wasn't expecting it, but thankfully I was able to sort of do it, and then I got to have some delicious ravioli afterwards.
Yum.
So that all worked. But it is a different skill set entirely. And Ava, we can't thank you enough for joining us today. Where can folks find you on socials? where can they watch So Brave, which is so good, with amazing artwork too? Who did the artwork?
I should remember their names off the top of my head. They're called like Vector or something. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. You can put it in your notes. I'll find it.
We will indeed, because it's really cool.
It is really cool. I love the artwork. It's awesome. Oh God, so cool. You can find me on social media at Ava Val Comedy, AVAVALCOMEDY. My special is So Brave. You can find it for free on YouTube. You can listen to it on iTunes and Spotify and whatever, but it is best enjoyed visually. So watch it, share it. It's great. It's fantastic. I'm proud of it.
Awesome.
And that's kind of it.
Awesome.
Amazing. Well, friends, go listen to it. Make yourself a peanut butter sandwich. Crunchy or smooth, whichever one you want. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. This has been episode 3 of season 8. Don't know what the totals are. It's totally cool. I'm not that drunk. Just it's fine.
Today I am with my mom, Margot. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Matt.
I guess want to ask you some questions about peanut butter, because you made all my peanut butter sandwiches growing up.
You mean peanut butter? Okay.
Yeah. So I guess first off, you like crunchy or smooth?
Oh, smooth.
Smooth? What?
Kraft
smooth
and creamy.
What about smooth and creamy?
I just don't like bits of nuts in my peanut butter.
Okay. So do you have any peanut butter stories to share?
I have one that's kind of interesting. You think of peanut butter as being medicinal, like when you use it for your animals to help them take their pills. Or actually, I'm thinking about it from my perspective of grief, having lost my best friend, Ken. He had some little quirks, and when I was going through the grieving process, the way I coped with it is I made a list of like 1 or 2 words on a piece of paper, and it was on my fridge, and they were things that made me laugh. So he had this habit of having toast. Toast is supposed to be something crispy, and he would make his toast and put peanut butter on it, and then put it in the microwave and microwave it. I could never understand the concept of toast being microwaved, because then it's not toasty anymore, it's not toast. So that would make me laugh. So that's a peanut butter story that I have. I looked at my list and I see this peanut butter toast on the list, and it makes me laugh.
Lovely. Okay, last question for you. Is peanut butter a solid or a liquid?
Oh, man. I would say that it is solid.
Solid. All right. Thanks very much.
You are welcome.
Order Up is hosted and produced by Matt Ardill,
Mary Kennedy,
Larry Hayne,
Kelly Zemeckis.
And original music is by Rebecca McDonald.